What's going on, everybody? It's Ashton here, D Nice here with another episode 4. Is that your best price, man? D, got our first guest, Lynn. Welcome, everybody. Hey, D, what we got going on today, man? Let's talk to him.
Special guest, this guy right here. It's my brother right here. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for this. We in the Gaming Oasis trailer. With my guy right here, the owner, creator. Quick backstory to who he is. When I first got here into Atlanta, this was the main reason. This guy right here was the main reason why I was able to get to where I got to. You know, he helped me out. We helped each other grow to who we became, to the men that we are now. And, you know, I owe a lot to this man right here. So, that being said, the owner, the creator, Gaming Oasis, my brother, my man,
100 grand.
Lindrick.
Yes, sir. What's up? Yes, Lindrick Rolling. As he said, I'm the owner of the Gaming Oasis. D, man, we go back, man. We go back so far. I guess I grew up. I was born in Amory, Mississippi. The poor state,
the dirty.
You know what I'm saying? But I grew up. I moved out here when I was 3. Not here, but I grew up in the country. It's probably like an hour and a half from Atlanta. Country, bro. Grandma and granddad had a chicken coop. We didn't have no AC. I didn't have AC probably till I was 10. No AC, no heat.
Is it hot in Mississippi?
No, we in Georgia now, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved it. That's in Georgia. Yeah, so I was born in Mississippi. Moved out to Greene County, Georgia. Shout out to GC. But yeah, man, they had chicken coops, you name it. We had the cows. It was country living for real. Happy. It was when you in it like that, you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? But we were definitely poor. But my pops played arena football back when arena football was kind of bumping a little bit, and so that's how I kind of got out and got to see more than kind of my surroundings. Like, we was in it, but he made sure that we saw things beyond just this country town we was living in. And that's kind of, where I grew up all the way through high school. Fast forward, moved to Atlanta. I get this job at go for an interview at FedEx. I see this.
Shout out to FedEx.
Shout out to FedEx, man. I hated that job, man. But yeah, it did what it was supposed to do for the time. But I see this white boy, what I think is a white boy, in like this black on black.
Okay.
Triple black up there for the interview process.
At FedEx.
At FedEx. Ex-FedEx. I don't know why he just stood out to me. I didn't know him or none of that. He just stood out to me, and I remember seeing him, and it was like, man, who this white boy, man? Look like he got a little flavor to him.
I seen him hop out the truck. He had an old bright red
Uncle
pickup
truck.
truck.
Let me borrow it. My uncle
He had
let
a
me borrow it.
bright red pickup truck. I seen him hop out the truck. I'm like, yeah. Let me holler at him real quick.
Right. And
same day, same interview. That was crazy.
Same day, same interview. Came back. We ended up being on the same team. At the working at the airport downtown, man. And shoot, man, we kind of came up from there, man. It was it started out. I owe this man a lot. That's why anytime he called me, like, we don't have to talk every day, but anytime he called me, I'm pulling up, I'm showing up, because like, I was at a point where I was living with some family that fell through. I got the job at FedEx, and he had, matter of fact, got me on at BMW too. And it was a point where I was going to either have to go back to the country because where I was staying fell through. And so I went back for like a week. I was supposed to start at BMW that following week. I called D. I was like, hey, man, what you think about letting me crash on your couch for a little bit till I can figure it out? No hesitation, no doubt, easy work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So moved up there with him. We lived in this one. First of all, it was terrible. The apartment was straight, but it was for one man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm crashing on this couch.
One
bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
500 square feet. I think it was.
It's a bad situation, but I'm in it. We get into it. his girl at the time, she was holding the knife and she didn't know who I was. You got this dude crashing on the couch. You know what I mean? So, man, we started there, man. I don't remember what the rent was. It wasn't much, maybe $700, $800 or something like that.
I think it was like 500.
But we moved up to a 2-bedroom, and then eventually moved up to perimeter. Now we big time. He got an I-8, I got a Greg Coupe. You know what I mean? So
Can't tell us nothing.
that's just how it kind of started, man. And we just kind of just grew up brothers, man. I did it all with this dude, man. We didn't argue. You know what I mean? Because he was a little hothead.
Nah,
Not Dennis,
not
right?
Dennis, right?
Nah, he didn't call that a whole lot, man. Don't let him get that juice in him, man. He used to get a little different, man. But that's my brother, 100%. Anytime he call me, it don't matter.
Sir.
I'm showing up.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Well, that's a beautiful beginning. I got a question though, man. We sit here in this gorgeous truck, man. I see you got 4 screens on the outside, 2 on it, 4 on the inside, 2 on the outside.
Yeah, man.
It's a beautiful setup, man. What got you into gaming? Period.
Man, just coming up, you know, we were that generation that still played the game, but also went outside. So we would be, you know, we would play Madden or we play 2K, but we also finna go outside and hoop and do that. And so I've always loved it. You know what I mean? Always found it as a thing that just kind of eased the mind after a day, a long day of work or whatever. I just always have been into it, but honestly, never thought that I can make money from it. You know what I'm saying? Or money with it from the aspect. So trying to shift the mindset from being the consumer, right, to offering a service to where I'm able to make money off of it. It was a whole shift, man. We can get into that too, because I think what throws me off sometimes is everybody doesn't have that entrepreneur mindset, right? Or they have these blocks in front of them that prevents them from getting to that. So if there's gonna be a theme to, I think, you know, this podcast with me, I think it would be overcoming those fears and those doubts of like, am I good enough to do it? Am I smart enough to do it? You know what I mean? So I think if you get on YouTube, everybody's just got it all figured out. You got, you know what I'm saying, get your LLC. You can jump, you know what I'm saying? And that was my testimony. I remember I used to watch cats like that. I used to get frustrated because I'm like, I don't have the idea. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I know I don't want to be broke. I know I don't want to struggle, but I also don't know how I'm going to get there outside of a typical 9 to 5. You know what I mean? And so I think I know it's a whole gang of people out there with the same mindset as me, to where like they know they want to get it, they don't mind working for it, they just don't know which direction to go or how to approach it. So it was a struggle to even like this thing. Like even sometimes I come in here and look at it, I'm like, I did it. You know what I mean? Like I did it, and you know, because my father had he started a business, like a cleaning service business. Like I said, he used to play arena football, right, making good money. And so he got out and he was like, I'm gonna take this money, I'm gonna go into business with these two guys. And for a minute they were doing good. Like they were doing all the targets. They were doing like Athens Tech was like a local college down there. So it was going pretty good. And then like one of the business partner was shady, and it went downhill. So in my mind at this time I'm like maybe 14, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I got 2 phases of like my money story. Like when my pops had money, like when the school year start, me and my sister, we getting 10 outfits a piece. You know what I'm saying? 3 shoes, a piece.
Okay.
But like when he lost this, it got rough. They got tight. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't ask for I don't have a class ring. I don't have a yearbook. I ain't get none of that because pops ain't have it. I wasn't finna, come and ask him, for that. So what that did for my mind is like, I just want to be safe. Like I don't need I just need to get a job that's gonna pay me good.
That's crazy.
I need to be safe. Like
Safety.
Entrepreneurship is not safe.
Safety.
It's the opposite
of safety.
It's the opposite of safety.
That's crazy that you brought that up. Like just seeing the risk that you have to take to be an entrepreneur as a young child, and realizing that it is a lot of risk in there. And that's what a lot of people a lot of people see that, and they're like he was, right? I'd rather be safe than risk it, and maybe I have $1 million idea, but I don't know if I want to take that risk. So that's
Let me ask you this: at this stage, this day, Now that you have your truck and you know it's been successful,
Right.
would you say the risk was worth it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, without question.
Absolutely, without question.
What would you tell 14-year-old you that wanted to play it safe?
You gotta jump, man. You gotta jump. But you can also. So the reason why I think I was scared to jump, right? Because it was like I worked hard to get to a place to where I'm financially secure, where I'm not check to check, and my whole thing was like I can't jeopardize that for nothing. I got a wife, I got a kid, I can't play around with it. But even like with that 9 to 5, so I'm full commission on that. So even that's, you know what I'm saying, up and
Still
down.
a little risky.
Right, but
We know all about food.
I know you right.
That's the life.
It's a life, man. So I would say to that kid, man, you can have those fears, but you can also prep yourself to jump. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be just a full on you just jumping off the cliff, right?
You can have that. You can take that risk with a safety net as well.
Calculated risk. You ain't got to go.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go over the top. Some people can. Some people do, and they successful in it. But for me, I couldn't do it like that. So like 2019, like me and my wife, we tried to knock out all our debt. Like in a year, we paid off like $95,000 worth of debt. We just got on a strict budget.
Wow. Can you say that again?
Time out.
How much?
You said in a year
What?
you did what?
We paid off $95,000 worth of debt.
95.
You got to be intentional. That's a hell of a goal.
100%.
I will say this though. Out of everybody, out of all the cool kids, shout out to the cool kids. They know who they are.
You're right.
But out of all the people that I know, that I chill with, this man right here, by far, hands down, like by a mile, the most responsible.
Out of that crew,
of everybody, out there. It
Yeah.
ain't even a question. It ain't like everybody will say the same thing. Like, yo, Lindrick, most responsible. So that doesn't surprise me as much. That number is a huge number. But
In a year though.
in 1 year, that's crazy. But it does surprise me from him.
Gotcha.
Right? If it was somebody else, I'd be like, if it was me, nobody would believe it. But him,
So
that's crazy.
yeah, we did not. I read a Dave Ramsey book, and everybody don't agree 100%. You know, with everything he teaches, because he teaches like no credit and all that stuff. So even if you don't take all of that, like the basis of what he teaches, it's solid. Having a budget, having 3 to 6 months of it, an emergency fund, investing your money. That's so that type of thing. So
It's basic stuff that you hear too all the time, but when you actually see somebody pull that off,
Implement and execute.
you're like, damn, maybe I should save some money.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, do something else to budget and do things correctly. So.
right. So yeah, because one of the things I was looking forward to about getting married was that dual income. You know what I'm saying? Like I make good money, my wife make good money. We put this together, we making a lot of money, right? But not only do we put the income together, we put the debt together. So it's like we making all this money, like it's coming in, but it's also going out. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you bringing in $1 million a month, but you owe $1,001,001, you still in the hole.
Still in the red.
So that was a part of me being able to position myself to jump, right? So let me kill all this overhead. I got rid of my Grand Coupe. I didn't keep it. You know what I'm saying? We paid off these student loans we had, rooms that goes, just stupid stuff that you just get and you just accumulate. So I kill all my overhead. So at this time, all I got is rent and your normal water, light bills and stuff like that. So now
this is in 2019.
it's 2019. It's 2019.
Before the house, all that.
Before all of that. Before
Still
we
in the apartment.
still in the apartment.
Okay.
Still in the apartment. We do that. We knock all that out, right? Of course, 2020 hit, pandemic. Things is crazy. The car market is crazy. I work in the car market, so the car market is crazy. But it didn't affect me like that because we had did so much prep work to where we had the money in the savings to kind of weather that storm. So I wasn't working. We had a baby in the pandemic. We had a pandemic baby. That was a whole nother. You know what I mean? I know you got it. I want to hear your story with your twin, bro. I don't know how you do it, man.
Hey, man.
I don't know how you do it, man. When we was walking in, I said, you ain't never got to worry about me going back in here, bro.
Hey,
You can,
man.
Doc, cut me right now, dog. I'm good. I'm good on that, man. But yeah, we did that. And so, like, after the pandemic, made it through that. We still hadn't touched our savings, and we got a nice little bit of money in there. We like, okay, what can we do? And I credit my wife to that. She was, because I'm on safety.
Yeah.
I want to see it stack up as much as I can. We ain't never got to touch it. But the problem with that is that money's not making no money. You know what I mean? Like, it's not invested nowhere. It's just kind of, it's just in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just hope, praying one day something happens, we can use it. And so we were trying to figure out what we could do. Could we do a box truck? Could we do this? I was trying to invest in and trying to pick up on that as well. So we did a little bit of that. But then I remember my son, we did a game truck for him maybe a few years ago, and I remember they knocked my head off for like
you rented one. You rented one for him.
Yeah,
okay.
rented one for him. I remember they knocked my head off for like, because this was in the country, so they charged me like a flat rate of like, I want to say like $500 just for the party, and then for a travel fee they threw on like another $150, and I'm like, I might be able to do something with that. Okay. And one of my boys, I was talking to him. He's like, you ever thought about doing a game truck like in that same week?
Mm-hmm.
And so I hit the ground, started doing my research, kind of looking at the market around me,
mm-hmm.
what they were charging. And I was like, I talked to my wife about it. She was like, I think that's a good idea. And so I was selective on who I told, because I didn't want nobody to kind of shoot me down. Because all I needed was somebody like, nah, that ain't a good idea. And I ain't finna do it.
Mm-hmm.
But we did that. And man, I started doing my research. Couple companies I tried to find somebody to build it for me, kind of fell through. It's just so many, you know how it is. There's so many people out there trying to scam and do all these other things. Another company I was going to go with, they wanted to do like a franchising thing, but I wanted my own brand. I wanted to be involved in it from right, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And so even found the guy to do it. That was a process. It was supposed to be done in January. It didn't get done until August. You know what I mean? So it's just those hurdles in it. Just like it was a headache because I needed a truck to pull it. Because remember I told you I didn't have none, but I was just driving my work truck. I didn't have no other.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
So I was looking for a truck, but the market.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all car sales.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that market was
mm-hmm.
looking like. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying this much over sticker for this truck, man. That's when I know it's about to drop and I'm gonna be in the hole.
That's
right. So the whole process, man, it was just a process. I guess I'll say that too. Like when you're trying to start something, you can always find a reason why not to do it.
It's always gonna be a hurdle. Something's gonna get in your way. You can guarantee that. You can bet your last dollar on that. It's the people that are able to fight through it, get through that no matter what the obstacle is. I was just telling him the other day, no matter what obstacles we have in front of us, as long as we have that positive mindset, like, look, I know something's going to happen, we pushing through. We going, we moving. As long as you keep moving, it don't matter. You go at your own pace. You know, that's what we were saying too. You go at your own pace. So, you know, you can look at all these guys on YouTube and Instagram and all this. Everybody is successful and rich and everybody knows that everybody has answers right on there, but you go at your own pace. You know, that's what people don't really think about that or go, you know, about it like that. You know, they think that, you know, if it's not right away, if it's not instant
gratification, then
it's not worth it. You know, and that's definitely not the case. So the process, the struggle of going through the hurdles and the obstacles and all that, that's the funnest part. This what we started here, bro. All these different obstacles that we've gone through just for these mics. This mic was on mute for like 20 minutes. I just want to say that, by the way. Damn it! I am mad as hell about that. But it's alright. We keep moving. We keep going. So I say that to say, man, that's the funnest part, and the fact that you was able to get through all those obstacles. Look what came out of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was definitely, like you already said, this is worth it, bro. I'm looking at this. I'm amazed at what you was able to come up with, and I never expected that out of you.
Right.
You know, because like you said before, like you was always the safe one out the group. You was always, you know, let me chop down my debt, let me do all this, and being responsible. And you think, you know, like you were saying too, you know, let me save my money up and, you know, have that nice savings and make that look good. And the fact that you were like, you know, already in your mind, you're already like, how can I make my money make money? People don't always think like that.
Right.
So that's something that, you know, shout out to you for knowing that, you know, you had a good chunk of money and it's not doing nothing but just wasting time and energy and being able to have that mentality, the entrepreneur mentality, to be able to get into a business, bro. Congratulations on this, bro. This is beautiful, right?
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Lynn, something you said that really stuck out, that really like jumped out at me. It was you stacking that amount of money in a year.
Right.
That takes a lot of sacrifice. That's a lot of discipline. So that takes a lot of not eating out, a lot of not
No vacation.
no vacations. You know, you and the wife. So how was that? Like going through that experience, like knowing that you have a goal, going through that experience, like living through that moment of discipline and sacrifice. How was that on you? How was that on your relationship? How was that experience? Because a lot of people, we talk about, yeah, I got my truck, or we talk about the success of it, but like what is it to live through that moment of sacrifice? Because that's a huge part of, I think, business and entrepreneur that a lot of people want to skip. That's a step that a lot of people want to skip.
Right.
They want to get straight to the glamorous and the gratification, and not roll up their sleeves and put in the time work that it takes. So what was that moment like for you, your family?
Yeah. So I tell you how it started. You know, I told you that that dual income something I was looking for too, right? But I'm looking at the amount of money coming in, and so one day we would, you know, just kind of like, you know, normally you just, when you don't have a plan, you just kind of, I know I got to pay rent, I know I got to pay this, I got to pay that, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, we ain't really got the amount of money we should have left. And so I went through, I pulled out my bank statement, printed out for the month, right? Had a highlighter. Went through, highlighted Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. We eating out. At the time, like we had just got married, so like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we going out to eat every day. And you know, ain't nothing. We dropping 200 here, 300 there. You know, so I'm going through it. Just on eating out. You know, in a month, we spent like a disgusting amount of money just on that. And so I looked at it. I was sick to my stomach, man, when I looked at it. I'm like, I just gave all of my income away to these restaurants, right? So I had that book for a while, and so
before you had the baby too, right?
this is no baby. This is before the baby. So it's just me and the wife, and so I'm looking at all of this, and I'm like, man, this ain't it, right?
This ain't it.
This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't what I'm trying to do. So I read the book. I run through it in like maybe 2 days or something. So after that, me and my wife, we talk about what we doing. I think that was the most important thing. Like, you have to create your why. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I not eating out? Why am I not going on vacation? Why am I not getting a Beamer? Why am I not? Why you gotta have that why. So we wrote it out. Like, my whole thing is like, I want to create some generational wealth for my kids and my kids' kids. You know what I mean? I want to be able to pass them down something. Because I think all too often in our households, like, we get money, we got to take care of everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody looking at you now.
Everybody looking at you. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I want to change my whole family tree. My the way this whole thing going, I'm trying to shift it, right? And so we wrote down, like, literally wrote it down on paper, what we want out of life, right? What our goals are, what our short-term goals are, what our long-term goals are. And I bought an eraser board, had it on the fridge, had a like a crate, like a thermostat with like the dollar amount that we owed.
Yes.
And we would highlight it every time we paid something off. We celebrate.
Little things like that make a huge difference. Visualizing things, posting it, seeing it. That's, a lot of people talk about in these books too. And you read all these books and you're like, man, that's stupid.
That's dumb. One of that book, Think and Grow Rich. I read that too. And
shout out to that book. That
man,
book changed my life.
Think and Grow Rich was a game changer for me, man. Game changer. So, because a lot of things we keep it in our head, but when you can take it out of your head and put it in the physical world on paper, it just shifted. So, like, it's powerful, man. It changed, like, my relationship. Like, we solid. We on one accord. Like, we know where we going. We know what we doing. May not know exactly how we getting there, but we know, you know what I'm saying? And then the amount of favor we got from just having a plan. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can't tell you. Like, I sold my motorcycle. Like I forgot I had a motorcycle. Man, I was living my best life, dog.
Okay.
I was living my best life. I just moved out with D, right?
Okay.
First on spot by myself. I got the Beamer outside. I got the motorcycle.
What kind of bike you had? I'm just curious.
I had a ZX10.
Okay.
A ZX10. You know, blue, royal blue, royal blue.
He
And
put up on me on the bike one time. I said, "What? Who is this?
Man.
That's crazy."
I was living my life, man. But I was like, all this stuff.
The toys had to go.
They had to go, man. They had to go, man. So I sold it all, man. Used that money, put it on the debt, and man, before you know it, when we got there, like at the end of it, we were like 95. Like you adding up, I was like, no way, I paid off $95,000 worth. You know what I'm saying?
So once you
Go ahead.
So once you hit the goal, it was you were working on it so much that once you hit, it's like, damn, I just did that.
I did that. But at the end, it was like, well, what am I supposed to do next?
Okay, but that's step one.
That's step
you
one.
got that out the way.
Right.
And it sounds like you have an amazing partner that's on the same accord.
Oh yeah.
That too is a big step. People have, and I'll be responsible for this as well. I'll attest to this. People have debt, right? And instead of working on paying down their debt, they trying to figure out how to get rich, how to make millions. Oh man, I got to make this money. I got to make this money. Pay off that money first, right? Like this is a true statement. You know what he's saying, bro? Like 95,000 in 1 year. That's a big deal. I can't get over that, right? Because that's a big hurdle. That's something that, you know, once you get that out the way, that relieves so much stress,
right.
And now you can really think of how to get money.
You free.
Yeah, you free. You free of that stress, of that that could break relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge, you know, weight off your shoulder, weight off your back, and now you can move forward. So, yeah, that's big. That, you know, that part of it was the first thing that you attacked versus generational wealth and trying to figure out how to get the business going.
Right.
You knocked that out first. So, man, again,
Yeah, because
kudos to you, bro.
Dave Ramsey said it is trying to out earn your stupidity, right? So it's you thinking that I can just make enough to overcome all of this stuff that I got, when and it should be the opposite. How about we eliminate some of this stuff, and that takes that noose from around you. You know what I'm saying?
Now the money coming in, you can put it straight over here.
You can put it straight
as
over
opposed
there.
to trying to play
Right.
catch up.
The same money that you're making is actually more money because you have no
Right.
debt, right? So that's
Because you can keep it, and then so you can. I'm able to go into this to where, of course, I want the bookings, right, and I'm trying to grow the business and do all that, but I'm not like I gotta have it to eat. You know what I'm saying? And some people use that as their motivation. I can't function like that. I can't function like that.
I'll attest to that.
Yeah.
He told,
That is my motivation.
Yeah.
Right now.
Some people can do that. I just know for me that wasn't gonna work for me. So I got to do everything within my power to free myself up to be able to do an educated jump. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't 100% just jumping out on the whim. I know my boy D. He been jump McGee, man. I can't tell you how many get rich schemes he done been a part of, man. He done had me involved in so much stuff. Dog. I'm like, D, I don't think it's a good idea, bro.
Man, trust me. Stick with me.
He told me.
Shit, in the little bit of time that I know him, bro, we've been through a lot.
Same. Listen, this dude, man, I remember he told me, he's like, bro, I'm thinking about buying getting an i8. And I was like, I don't think you should do that. He was like, but
You told him though.
I told him, I was like, I don't think you should do that.
A lot of people told me.
But he was like, but if I get it and I know I got to pay for it, I got to go make
You
the
gonna
money.
go. That motivates some people.
It motivates.
That should put a smirk on my back. Everybody, I use everybody's hate to motivate me too, though. Everybody, man, this boy ain't. Man, you ain't got no house.
Yeah.
I was parking much in the parking garage in the apartment. I ain't give a damn.
Hey.
I'm like, yo, when I'm out in the streets, they don't know where I live at. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with it. That's a lifestyle that I wanted to experience. I was able to experience it. I recommend it to a lot of people. Not everybody's like me, but I don't like living with regret.
That's it.
That's my thing. And
One
I was
life-
like,
one life to live.
if I'm able to do something to step out and be and feel good, at least for a little bit of time, I'll try it, say that I did it, and now I can move on. Versus looking back 20 years later, like, damn, I wish I would have bought that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I would have did that business. I wish I would have worked on that. So that's one thing I would say. Anybody looking to do a business, try it. Worst thing that happens, you fail, you move on with life. But at least you don't live with that regret.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
I can't do it. That's his story.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. But I did use, like, him and my other boys, like, they were motivation, for me. Because they always had, like, a vision bigger than what I could, really see. Like, they want to do get the night. Like, D like nice stuff, right? And that just, I'm from the country. It's just when
simple living. You
Simple
don't need much.
I don't knock it though.
Yeah.
I don't knock it. It actually motivates me.
I like to do it to show people around, like show my boys and my
Right.
people, like, yo, this
This life is yours for the living.
what we can actually attain.
Yeah, this
Like,
world
this
is
actually
yours.
possible. Like, people look at the IAs and they're like, yo, those are millionaires and that's this, that, and
Yeah.
the other. And it's like, yo, it's not just them.
You could
right?
get this too.
First of all, it's not just them. We can
Yeah.
get it, but also we not that far away
Yeah.
from them either. Like they touchable, right? They within a grasp of it is possible. So yeah, well, go ahead, my bad.
Nah, you good. That was. I just said I use y'all as motivation because I'm watching y'all like level up, and I say me and D started out probably 20 grand a year, 20, 25. It wasn't much. We was working.
19 grand a year.
It was terrible, man. We was working at FedEx and BMW.
A year, I think.
It was
making more than
you know what I mean. So we would go. We had to be at FedEx at like 3:00 in the morning. Work from 3 to maybe 6. Leave there. Drive all the way back to the north side to be at BMW at 7:30, 8:00 in the morning. Work there from 7, 8:00 in the morning to 4:35. He would get off later than that because he was in detail, and we was just
sleep at lunchtime.
It was.
I don't even remember when I slept back then.
It was a grind.
It was a grind. I hated it at the time, but it made me like. It made me. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say those type of grinds and those type of work hours when you just on go and not for a little bit of money.
Right.
I think it has to build some type of character. It has to build some type of work ethic. It has to. So do you kind of pull from those days?
Absolutely.
On days when entrepreneurship get hard and you like, man, I did this for $19,000. I damn sure could do this for myself.
Absolutely. So like I had a party at like 12 to like 3. Ran that one. I'm looking at anybody want. I'll run this right now if you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then had somebody they wanted to book at midnight. At first I'm like, I don't want to run no party at midnight. Why not? If so, I'm like, hey, you got the space. If I can park it, I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? So just that, and this is 100% mine, right? There's nobody getting a cut out of it. There's not, you know what I'm saying? FedEx ain't getting no cut out of it. This is 100% mine. So all the effort and energy I put into this, I see the fruits of it because it's mine, right? So even with my customers, trying to provide the best service I can and the best experience for them. I'm not gonna shortchange nobody. So if you book me and I show up to your kid's birthday party, I don't care if it's a funeral. If you book me, I'm giving you 100% of everything I got. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna leave that event feeling like you got your money's worth. Whoever I was supposed to be hosting, they gonna say they had the greatest time, and that's how I'm trying to build my brand. You know what I mean? So. Do I have the biggest trailer out there? No, there's other people that got bigger, fancier trailers, but the customer service that I'm gonna give you.
Bro, this is a big trailer right here.
It's nice. Don't get me twisted. Like, it's a good experience.
I walked in like, whoa, hold up.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this.
Right, and then the TVs I got on the outside, a lot of people don't have that as well. But I'm gonna give you. So to answer your question, I use all that hustle. I'm like, man, I did this for whoever owned FedEx. I did this for whoever owned BMW. I do that for whoever owned Dentwizard. So it ain't nothing for me. I'll get off of work, go straight to a party, and run it. We have a good time, And it's so much. This is not a headache for me. You know what I mean?
You still having fun with it.
Still having fun with it, man. Like I had a party about 2 weeks ago. 3 kids. It was just 3 kids. They rented it out. Man, y'all got the whole trailer. So I'm in here. I didn't end up playing with them. I done ran over my time because I done forgot.
You forgot you working.
I forgot I'm working. We on the clock. We in here laughing. I was like, oh, like we didn't went over time, you know.
Yeah.
But this is hands down the best decision I make, and I'm still early in. I'm still growing. Still trying to.
How long you been doing it for now?
October. We launched in October.
So about 6 months.
About 6 months, man. So the learning curve, you know, business is quick. You got to pick it up quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Learn as you go.
Learn as you go, man. So I made some mistakes. Absolutely.
When did you know you were like, all right, it's go time. Like I need to go ahead and start do something. When did you feel like it was necessary to go ahead and start?
To start the business?
Yeah.
Man, I told you my wife was pushing me, man. Because I was telling you, I had my safety. I had my little safety net.
Yeah.
And she was like, we got to figure out how to get some more income coming in. And we was making good money, you know what I'm saying? Still make, you know, good money. She was like, but we need to figure out how to get some multiple streams. Because at any time, they was to say, hey, we done. You know what I'm saying? Anytime she works for Amazon, she's in corporate at Amazon. Anytime Amazon can close their doors, she was like, we need something. And so she was on me so much about it, just like those little subliminals. I think when you got a good partner too, they know how to. Yeah. They know how to put not like be overbearing.
Oh yeah, I know.
But just giving you a little nudge to make you uncomfortable, right?
Like you so you ain't going to work today?
So
how you making money today? Because you got to bring this money to the house. Mm-hmm. What you doing?
Exactly. So it's like those little nudges of where, you know, like I'm not comfortable, right? And so I'm like, all right, I got to figure this thing out. And then like once I got the idea, I'm like, that's it. It was literally like that. I thought about it. My boy asked me, have I thought about doing one? Because I was talking to him. You know, you have people too that you check in with. Like, bro, this is what I'm at. Just not even meant, just like peers. Like somebody, you know, that I'm talking to, they trying to figure it out. It's like, bro, you ever thought about doing a game truck? And it was just like that. I'm like, bet. Run it. Do my research.
Wow.
Jump out there, man. So, again, hands down, one of the best decisions I made so far.
Did you feel like you had to wait until, like, so my question before, like, did you wait until, do you have to feel like you had everything, you needed everything to be perfect before it started, or did you just kind of just say, you know, everything is not 100% how I want it to be, but, you know, let me just get rolling with it and get moving? How'd you feel about that?
Once I got my trailer, I'm booking a party. And I had no idea how to run this trailer. I had to pick this trailer up in Florida. I saw the trailer. I had a guy build it for me. They built it from scratch, right? So, but I had to go to, I forgot the name of it. It's like on Miami, but the opposite side. It was a good little drive. So I picked the trailer up.
Like Naples area?
Naples area. Yeah. Like below, like Tampa. It's like maybe like an hour and a half below Tampa. Mm-hmm. So we on down there. And so I picked the trailer up. By the time I picked the trailer up, I'm getting video. I'm posting it. I'm open for business. I don't have no idea
what we doing, but we
how to run this trailer. I have no idea. They gave me a little crash course. And so I booked the party, and she ended up backing out. I'm so glad she backed out. I'm so glad she backed out.
What the hell?
So I was like, so she backed out. I was in my feelings too, because I'm thinking, oh, this is personal. Like you taking a jab at me personally. You gonna back out and use another girl.
Oh, she used somebody else.
She used somebody else. So I didn't know in my hometown. Had no idea. Another girl launched a trailer the same time I got mine. Wow. A week before I got mine.
So you thought you was gonna be the only show in
town.
I'm
finna show out, man. I was about to show out, boy.
The only show in town.
I was like, I'm about to mess him up with this.
And then competition.
A week before.
Competition got you your first week.
My guy called me and was like, hey, I got your trailer ready.
Yeah.
Bet. Say no more. I get on Facebook. Just launched my brand new business. I'm like, I'm sick.
Competition like me too.
So how you felt when you seen that though? Did you say, damn, like it's gonna make it harder, or did you say like, all right, let's go, it's go time, like I gotta really step this up? Like how you felt?
If I'm being honest, that first initial reaction, I was like, she didn't got me. She didn't cut
like that.
Because I just wanted to be first. If I was first, cool. Because now everybody gonna think I'm biting.
Yeah.
In my mind, but it took me. I've been working on this for a year. You know what I mean? She don't know. She didn't know. I didn't know. So at first I was like, man, she beat me to the jump. But then I took me a minute, get myself together. Like, man, how many people live in Georgia? Mm-hmm. She can't do them all. Mm-hmm. She can't do them all.
There's money out there for everybody.
Money out there for everybody. I actually ended up talking to her, and that was the first thing she said. Because I was like, congratulations.
Spoke to her.
Yeah, I talked to her. I hit her up. It was eat me up, bro. So I hit her up. I was like, man, congratulations on your trailer. I was like, I'm actually been working on mine for like a year and some change. I'm launching in like the next week. She was like, there's plenty of money out here for all of us.
That's it.
She done threw me some parties, vice versa. Wow. So it actually became a good thing. But that initial, like you said, you can always find a reason not to do it.
Mm-hmm. You kind of go back to that, seeing your pops taking risks.
Oh, yeah.
And then being like, entrepreneurs, taking risks, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
With the safety net.
Because I'm like,
so
she didn't.
I could definitely see how it would bring you back.
It threw me off. Because I'm like, she didn't took my whole. Because I knew I was going to kill it in the country. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm going to go down there. They ain't getting no dang truck down there. Right. I'm going to go down there and kill it. She already lived down there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I got a travel fee to go down there. You know, mm-hmm. She lived right. It don't cost her nothing to do it. So, ended up working out though. But that initial, just like, man. But to answer your question, no, I did not have it together. Because that first part of that book, they went with her. And so I was like, Bumper, I'm going to throw a little fake party. I'm just going to invite some kids over, get some photos. Man, I get out there, going for like 30 minutes, trailer shut off. Trailer shut off.
Back to that, it's a hurdle, it's an obstacle.
Trailer shut off, man. I'm talking about TVs, ain't nothing on. It's just beeping over there in the
Is this your first time, first run?
This is my first run with people on my trailer. Now, I've had it in my yard. I've been on it, messing with it, but this is my first time having people on it. Mm-hmm. AC running, everything booming. Mm-hmm. Everything shut off.
Everybody got a play until they get punched in the mouth. And then what happened?
So now I'm panicked. Full panic mode. I'm not tripping because nobody's paid for this party. Okay. But if I had went and did these folks' family reunion, it was gonna cut off on me down there.
Okay.
So cut off. I can't figure out what's going on with this trailer. So now I'm calling the guy to build the trailer for me. Guess what? I can't get. I can't get him to pick up the phone.
Can't get him on the phone. He did his job.
I can't get him to pick up the phone. So I finally get in touch with one of the guys. He was like, this was when the I think a hurricane had hit down there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I was like, man, y'all, I said, look, I done dropped a lot of bread on this trailer. Mm-hmm. Y'all either gonna have to talk me through this or y'all gonna have to get somebody out here. And they was like, well, Mr. Rowland, we got a hurricane coming. We don't know. Mm. But I already booked a party for the next weekend. So I got to figure this out. A real party. They didn't pay me any money. So I got to figure this out. And, man, it was the worst week. So when I said I didn't know nothing about this trailer, there's not a thing I don't know on this trailer now because of that week. I had to go through everything.
So
like
that's the blessing.
2 of my HDMI cables went out on me. The generator I had wasn't putting out enough power. The AC was kicking. It was a lot of stuff going on, man. And I'm pissed because I'm like, I dropped a lot of bread to not have to deal with this. If I was going to do this, I would just built it myself. Mm-hmm. But I paid you to do this. You not contacting me because you got a hurricane. I get it. I don't want nobody to die, nothing like that. But at the same time, I got a party next week. And they didn't pay me their money.
That's crazy, though, man. So that hurdle, that obstacle that you overcame made you understand everything that was going on in the trailer, man. That's crazy, bro.
Everything. And so now, in the grand scheme, like I want 5 of these things. That's my ultimate goal, is to get a bunch of these. So I don't need to go 5. Yeah, I want to get to where I don't have to.
At least at the moment, you're trying to get it up to 5.
Yeah. Well, this one, I want this one.
You gonna want 10.
Right. You know how it go. But I want to get this one fully to where it's booked out every weekend. So where I'm at full capacity, build me another one, and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. But that week, I learned that I don't need them guys in Florida. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do based on that, because I had to go through this whole thing to figure out what in the world was going on with my trailer. But
that's big though, bro. That's big that you pushed through, right? And did just went ahead and did something versus waiting until everything was perfect. Right. That's a big thing that me and him went through with the podcast. On that first one, me and him was trying to figure out if we wanted to put it out, if not, and then me being me, me being D, the Puerto Rican, I said, let me just throw it out there.
Oh, you put it out without knowing about it?
He was hot. I was like, what is
this? Yeah, he was hot. But the feedback we got off of it helped us grow to
I tell you what, off that experience, because I never would have put it out to this day. Like, you probably wouldn't see anything yet.
You can't even watch it.
I'm still
watch it back.
I'm still on no,
We
but
still ain't perfect.
we still not perfect.
We not
but,
perfect today.
But I'm still. So I say that to say the importance of having a partner when you're doing something.
Right.
Like me and D, we're the same in a lot of ways, but we're opposite in a lot of ways. So whereas I'm on some, we got to perfect this, we got to perfect that, we got to perfect that. D like, we'll get it as we go. Let's go. Right. Let's go. It's fine. It's going up.
Because I done been through that, like waiting until everything is perfect, and then I never do something. Like he said, like I've had a million schemes, but I never follow through with it because I'm like, oh, it's not perfect. Oh, it's not. I don't want to do it no more. Right? Oh, let's go to something else. Oh, that ain't perfect. That ain't perfect. Nah, I'm tired of that. I'm bored of that. Let me go to something else.
That's real.
And it keeps going. So with this, I'm like, yo, I really like this. I really want to do this. I really want to follow through with it and see where it take us. So let's go. Right? Let's just throw it out there. So same to get back to what you were saying, that was big that, you went through the same thing and you went through with it. Because, a lot of people would have waited until it was perfect or until they got that first booking, and then people pay money and that happens, right? And now you're looking crazy.
And you'd be surprised once you get started, the amount of support you get. The amount of people that just come out the woodworks like, I do this, I do that. And it's like, well, damn, but they never would have known. They never would have known had you not gotten started. So, it's power in just getting started. So that's to anybody thinking about doing anything. Get started.
Get started. Got to. I just it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be some pain. There's some sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying? But if you push through that thing, man, especially when you know you got something. I think when you know you got something.
Yeah.
This ain't some of this. I know I got something. I just gotta figure out how to get it,
how to fine tune it, how to tweak it,
tweak it, get it in as front of as many people as I can. And I know it's gonna take off.
Let the people tell you, what you could do better. I'm sure when you do your parties or your bookings, people ask you, oh wait, do you have this or what about this, right? And I'm sure you learn it as you go. Yeah, oh damn, maybe next time I should have a Nintendo Switch or maybe add another TV or add the TVs outside or the little the basketball hoops that I saw outside. There's a lot of things that I'm seeing, and I'm like, I'm sure you didn't think about that in the beginning. You kind of learned as you went.
That first party I had, like big party, like 20 plus kids. Like I bought games, right? But I was being cheap. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy the same copy of the same game. Of like I get there.
Oh, you only had one copy of each game.
So what I did, like it popped like Madden 2K. I knew that I needed them on every system, but like a Just Dance or something like that. I'm not buying one copy of this joint, and we're gonna make it. First part I go to, like
you gonna dance over here.
You dance over here. I want to dance,
bruh. First part I get was like 20 plus kids. I got like 6 girls. They all on the outside TV. I got one copy of this game. They killing it. I just hear somebody in the background. It would be nice if they had more than just one copy. It would be nice. So I said, never again. Never again. Stop being cheap. Spend the bread. Make sure your customers are satisfied. So they never catch me slipping like that again. So now, like you said, now I know what to ask. So now, before I do a party, I ask them, hey, can you check with your kids, see if they got any game requests? They got anything that they like? Anything that you know that they may like? Music selection. You know what I'm saying?
Like a little survey.
Like a little right. So now I'm not going in. I'm not going in blind. I'm not going in blind. I kind of know what you like, and then I can show you some stuff. Maybe expose you to some other stuff. But like you said, that's something I had to learn. Like I had to go through that. Like girl having a bad time because I got 6. I came to 2 on play at a time. You know what I mean? So like you said, the basketball hoop that came when you have them big parties. I got this basketball hoop that offsets. If I got a trailer full, I can have 6, 7 people shooting basketball. Now I got a football throwing station too. So it's just adding stuff to it, just help it be a smoother, better experience. Because all I got is my customers. Word of mouth is to this day my biggest. That's my biggest marketing thing.
What do you use basically for your marketing strategies? You do it on Marketplace or do you just word of mouth? How do you kind of go about that?
Yeah, so my number one thing that I found to be most effective is the word of mouth, right? So when I'm doing a party, I always have my business card on. There's always going to be, I'm going to get a party out of a party every time. My goal is to get at least 2 or 3 leads out of every party that I go
so
to.
when you do a party, you already have somebody at the party that's gonna want to book with you
right,
again.
because somebody's kid's gonna be
that.
at this birthday party,
Okay.
and they gonna want this
That's
same
smart.
experience.
That's
right?
smart. You booking already while you're doing a booking.
Exactly.
That's crazy, bro.
So
that's
that's my goal. So I always try to, even if the party's going crazy, I always try to make enough time and space for me to chop it up with the parents, right? So because I
I
know
know. Say you networking with the parents, or you focus more on the kids and seeing which kids is gonna run to their parents. Like, you like this game? Go ahead and tell your dad. Go ahead and spend that bread.
both. I think so with the kids, like you gonna get like these same little group of kids. You're gonna get the kid that you gotta check early, get them in position so the party is flow. You get the shy kid that if you don't help him, he'll go through the whole party and won't do anything.
Keep them engaged.
Right. So you just got to fill out as far as the kids. But my whole thing is to get from the most aggressive kid to the shyest kid having the best time of their life, right? And so if I can get them having a good experience, they're gonna tell their parents, without a doubt. And so the parents, their whole thing is like they'll come in, they're like, oh, that, because most time they just think it's just the outside, right? When I pull them in the inside, I already got my card set up there. Hey, this is, I offer this service. This is what I got. I give them the price and everything right there on the spot. And I can't tell you how many parties I've gotten off of doing a party.
Does anybody ask you, is that your best price?
Oh, man. Absolutely.
Is that your best price?
That's my best
What
price.
you tell them?
That's my best price. Actually, you're getting so much more than you're actually paying for.
But my cousin told me that he knew you.
I got those too.
Yeah. My cousin told me he knew you, and if I hollered at you, you would show some love. So can you show some love?
I can show love by giving you the price that I give everybody else. And I'm not
service.
I'm not,
I feel like the customer service alone that you give, bro, because I know how you are.
Right.
You a likable guy. So, I mean, and he's not even like a social guy, nothing like that. Like, he's never out. He never went out to the club with us, nothing like that. But, anybody that hangs out with him, they love him. Right. I brought him to my family in Puerto Rico. He didn't even speak Spanish. He don't speak no Spanish. They don't speak no English.
Right.
We had a good time.
They always calling me, yo, how's Lindrick doing?
Yeah.
10 years ago. How long was that? It was
Yeah,
that was probably over 10 years ago.
Along with that.
Bro, so I say that to say this is a perfect business for you because, I mean, you got all these people, everybody coming to you, and they fall in love with you right away. So I'm sure it's easy for you to keep retaining business and customers.
But even with that, though, and I think that's why, everybody knocks like the 9 to 5 or the job. You can pick up stuff to use. So, like, my customer service skills came from BMW service drive. 100% hands down. I was a valet. I had to greet all these customers. 100%. That's why I came out of my shell.
$10 an hour.
Probably, I don't know about that.
I think it was $9 an hour.
Bad, man. But I learned how to.
But look at that.
That's what I'm saying.
That skill right there that you learned from that small hourly job translates to your business, to your own business.
Right.
That's
the something I was doing at 20. I'm 34 now.
So I think the moral of the story to the young ones that's out there watching, I don't care what you're doing. Pick up and learn. I don't care if you work in the drive-thru at McDonald's. You should be picking something up that you can apply to your business later down the road. So you said that gave you pretty much like your customer service skill. That is your basis.
That's my base because I came from the country, bro. Customer service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when it taught me how to project, how to stand up, how to shake hands, how to talk to people who got more money than me, who are in a different place at life. That valet job, 100% hand down, is my foundation to being able to service customers.
That's a jewel right there.
Yeah, man.
That's a jewel.
Yeah, so it wasn't the most glorifying job. You parking cars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's something, you can learn something. With the right attitude, you can pick something up out of anything that you're doing.
Real.
It's all perspective, bro.
Right.
It's all perspective. You make it what it is, so that's big. All right, so Lynn, we in the gaming oasis.
Right.
I see all the TVs. I see all the different systems. I see everything you got going on here. So, what's your prices, bro? What's your pricing strategy? What's your how do you base that? The numbers and all that. What do you base it off of?
Right. So our base package is a 2-hour package. We charge $400 For each additional hour you want to add is another $100. If you have it's a school event or corporate event, we look at the amount of children, the rotation of games and all of that, and then we come up with a price based on the type of service you want us to provide.
Okay. Now, so you said 2 hours, about 400.
All right.
Is that your best price?
That's my best price.
It's your best price.
That's my best price. My best price. Where else are you gonna take 20 plus kids and entertain them like this for $400? You're not gonna find a spot.
That's strong.
So come see us.
You got me there. You were solid on that. I like that. I like that reaction time. That was good. That was good. I thought I was gonna get you.
I learned from the best.
I thought I was gonna get you a little bit.
Learn from the best, man.
But nah, that's definitely man. This is great to see it. Again, going back to where we started, bro. This is a huge come up for everybody, all of us. You know, we all doing something. I'm proud of you, bro.
Appreciate
you definitely you killing it. Continue to kill it. I know you early in this. I know it's only been 6 months. We definitely got to circle back. We're gonna circle back with you in the next couple months. We're gonna come back once we grow our stuff as well. We want to come back with you. We'll probably bring a whole crew of kids over here too to go ahead and have fun while we talking as well. So that's definitely a good experience. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Appreciate you having me, man.
The Gaming Oasis. Make sure we're gonna put that out there for you as well, so people know where to contact you. We'll put all your contact info. What's your IG, phone number, all that stuff? You want to give it out, whatever contact info you want.
The website you can find us. Our website is thegamingoasis.com. We're on all social media at Gaming Oasis Mobile.
Gaming
you can
Oasis
find
Mobile.
On TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Gaming Oasis
all the
Mobile.
Same.
All the same.
All right, perfect. So I'll put that out there for you as well. Everybody could follow that. And I think that's a wrap. Episode 4. We got it done. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, please. That definitely helps us out as well. Gets this to more viewers and more people out there. I definitely feel like what we doing is helping people just take the risk or see people that are taking risk and make it a little bit easier, and you can always reach out to us, reach out to the entrepreneurs. Everybody that we got here is people that we know. So, any questions that you have, if you hear something that you're interested in, definitely reach out to all of us. And yeah, man, let's all grow together. I don't know what else to say. What else you
That's it, man. I'm honored again to be sitting here with you, man. I'm excited. This is the first episode where we actually went to the business. Yeah. So a huge part of what we're doing is highlighting businesses, and what better way to do it than actually come in and visit in the business so people can see it, man. Right. So people can see what we got going on. So I'm honored you the pioneer in terms of being the first business that we visited. I'm impressed, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'm impressed.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And make sure you follow the business page as well. HD_Visionary Endeavors. Check us out. We got a lot of content on there, a lot of information on there. So feel free to hit us up anytime. Lynn, pleasure. My
Always,
brother.
For sure. Always.
Ash, you already know.
Yo.
But yeah, episode 4, that's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next